I'm back with you here on Thursday, December the 23rd. My neighbors are home. So anyway, I did the Advent event video. That's posted. Yay. And then I mentioned that I was going to make another one of my cookie fluffs. I've become fairly known for them. Since I try to, make a different one each time. The last one that I made, I don't know if I filmed that one, butterscotch. We were out of butterscotch pudding mix though, so, oh yeah, I got those over here. We're good. So I ended up having to use butterscotch, like the butterscotch oil, like I used with the, yeah, like this thingy. And, I mean, it was butterscotchy. I think the butterscotch chips I put in it, actually, was more of the flavor, because I put an entire one of those little things. Like with the cinnamon, when I did like the fireball slash, hot damn, whatever, inspired cinnamon fluff, like I only had to use part of it, and it tasted cinnamony and it was good, but the butterscotch, I had poured the whole thing in and it didn't taste butterscotchy to me, but, so maybe next time I make that one, I'm going to have the pudding mix. Because that's one of the base things. Like this actually is, going back to a cookie fluff, the last couple ones that I've made, I haven't actually put cookies in, I'm pretty sure, so I just call them fluffs. But this one actually, it does have cookies. It does have cookies. And I've ruined the surprise. But anyway, the base that I usually use for it, and I'll put this down below in case this is the first of my cookie fluff videos you've ever come across, is I do 8 ounces of, and I double the recipe. This is the recipe doubled. It's 8 ounces of cream cheese, 3 cups of milk. I guess you can use, I always use 2% milk. I don't know if it matters. I guess you can use skim milk if you hate your family. I don't know. But yeah, I guess that's kind of the base where I start, with the cream cheese and the milk, and then from there you can play with the recipe however you would like. And this time I decided to, because I've been thinking about the different pudding mixes. Actually, what I came across first were these. They're these little white cream chip stockings and trees, and I thought, oh well, that would go very well in a cookie fluff. And then I thought to myself, what should be the base for it? And I decided to go with white chocolate pudding this time. And when I do that, because I double the recipe, with a regular recipe you would only have to use 1, but because I double the recipe, I use 2 boxes of whatever pudding mix it is. Chocolate. I did a chocolate one once. Actually, it was Dove. I think like the chocolate bourbon one, chocolate bourbon pudding mix, something like that. So you can use that's what I'm saying. The recipe can be played with. You can go anywhere you want to with it. So I decided to do the cookie cream fluff. And as I was standing in the the baking aisle looking at these, I was thinking about getting some marshmallows to put in it, because sometimes it's nice to just have some extra stuff in there, and like make more. It's like you might as well while you're making it, I guess. And like I said, I want to make sure there's enough for everybody at the party. Minxie's down there getting the Cool Whip at the moment, or testing it out, seeing if she likes it. And then I thought to myself, it's supposed to be a Christmas fluff, so why not look for those little sugar cookies with the red and green, like the little sugary crystals on the outside. And because I made this decision the day before Christmas Eve, it wasn't so easy to find. What I did end up finding, and by the way, because I doubled the recipe for this, I ended up using 2 bags of these. So, just so you know, in case you want to follow along, I found this. It's a tin, and I thought it was cool because it's got all the little, the little guys around it. And then I saw, oh, it's almost upside down. Those are the kind of, it wasn't exactly what I was looking for, and I hope they tasted okay. You want to see some bullshit though? This entire, look at this entire, let me back up just so that you can get the full scope of how big this is. And then I take off the lid and hopefully not drop it and make a bunch of noise. That's how big the cookie bag. Ooh, I dropped the cookie bag. That's how big the cookie bag was in there. Yeah. Whoop, my friend at work who saw me with it tried to warn me that it might, you know, the whole thing is not filled up with cookies, so don't be fooled. I think it was enough though, because it was like 12 ounces. Usually with Oreos, I try to get the family size bag of Oreos. I can't remember because I looked at how many ounces that was. But I don't know. It's math and numbers and blah, 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 doesn't go right up here. So, but I just went with these and was hoping that they would work, and I kept one just so that you could see all the, well, I guess now that I've showed it to you, I could throw it in the mix, or I could throw it inside me. Ooh, that didn't go anywhere. Take a tiny bite. Take a tiny bite, because we're on camera. And we don't want to be chewing for too long. And so that's, I mean, that's basically it. All that I did. And then, here it is. Here it is. You can kind of see some of the, the stockings and the Christmas trees and stuff around here. So, this has been sitting around while I slept. But, so, it's got a little bit of solidifying up to do, but, I mean, our little party isn't until tomorrow, so, it'll have plenty of time to sit in the fridge and, strengthen up, whatever, I don't know. So yeah, that's basically all I did to make a little Christmas cookie, little fluff for my party tomorrow. And you want to see something exciting? For those of you who've been at these videos before, I actually now have new whisks. And this one's actually a flat one, so that's kind of how I've been starting out with it. I've been like, kind of flattening out the cream cheese and kind of trying to mix it in there so that it gets mixed up a little bit better. But yeah, I actually have new whisks to use, because those last ones, did I break the one on camera? There was one time that like broke, and I can't remember if I was making a video when it broke or not. But I don't know. Oh, well, now it's wet. Okay. I didn't need to wash that one, but I guess now I do, because it touched something. But so yeah, that's basically, like I said, just the. I'll put this down below. For people. So it's just like, and I mean, you could do these, not do these. You could do the cookies, and you could do the cookies and marshmallows if you wanted to do it that way. Like, that's what I like about this. Is there's been so many different ways. My friend Heather, who has loved every single one of the cookie fluffs I've ever did, but it's sugar, it's a dessert. Like, who's not gonna like it? It's super popular, because it's like the good stuff. It's super easy. I can make it, so it's got to be super easy. She suggested a Butterfinger one, and I'm like, now I got to try to figure out how to do that. And I kind of, when I was in the baking aisle the other day, I was thinking about maybe, like, because one of the jellos that we have is actually a cheesecake jello. So I was thinking, what if I did like a cherry cheesecake fluff? Like, maybe if I could put in, like, maybe the pie mix or something, or just, like, maraschino cherries or something. So, like, my brain goes in a lot of different directions when it comes with these, with these fluffs. Sometimes cookie fluffs, sometimes not. This one happens to be a cookie fluff. A Christmas cookie, even though I broke my wreath of Franklin's. No, it's just a wreath of cookie. Just a wreath cookie. But yeah, that's all I did, as long as I remember to tell you everything. Sometimes it's like, whoosh, whoosh. Did I remember to say everything? I believe I did. Yeah, so like I said, I'll put that recipe down below, and I'll put it for how I said in the video, I guess, which is a doubled recipe. I took the recipe off of YouTube a long time ago from somebody that I don't remember, but I know they're linked in my original video that I made. So, I mean, credit goes to them for helping me figure out this thing that I've made for many a party now, and I've never made the same one twice, you know. So I'm always whatever I'm like, what's the next one? What should I do for the next one? Kind of thing. Blah 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 blah. And so this was the perfect time to try out a new recipe and do something festive. But anyway, that's what that is. I guess I'll be back tomorrow for the last day of Advent event because it's the 24th. And next week is Immersive Nutcracker. We're going to go see that. And then, of course, my Goodyear jar. My Goodyear jar's right up there. I don't know for sure which day I'm going to do that, since we're actually doing Immersive Nutcracker, like, on December 31st. You know, the last day of the year. I just... Usually the day I do the Goodyear jar, just to kind of... it looked like my ceiling was whoopy. As long as it doesn't fall in on me, we're good. Sorry. Distractions. Squirrel. But no, we're actually doing that the last day of the year, which is usually when I do the Goodyear jar to like recap. And then Mom will probably still be here on the 1st. So maybe I'll get it done on the 1st. I don't know, or the 2nd. I'll try not to make it too long into the new year before I get that accomplished. But anyway, that's what I got coming up. I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Kwanzaa, whatever it is. I don't know. Festivus for the rest of you. For the rest of you jackasses. I don't know. Whatever you celebrate for you heathens out there. I didn't forget you. So whatever you celebrate or don't celebrate, just fucking be happy. Alright? Enjoy. Have a good life. Eat some cookies. And I'll see you for what I see you.